Hey, good evening, everybody, and welcome to this CTFO Zoom event. My name is Adam Levy from Canton, Connecticut. Glad you could join us. We do Tuesday Night Live every Tuesday evening, live at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. Directly following at 9 p.m., you'll find the corporate Zoom. That's at ctfowebinar.com. You don't want to miss that. Great to have you all here. Appreciate you all showing up and visiting with us on Tuesday Night Live. Tonight we have a real special guest, my good buddy, Cowboy Doug Glaze, 100K Cowboy Doug Glaze. He did it in record time, blew the doors off that, got it done in, I believe it was a little over 5 months, maybe 5 or 6 months even. And I got to tell you, so proud to have you part of the team, Cowboy. You're doing amazing things. And one of the things that I know about you is that wherever you go, wherever you are sharing this business with somebody or somebodies. And I thought maybe you could just share a little bit about, what you do on a day-to-day basis. And then we're going to talk a little bit about some things and decisions that you've made in your life that have changed everything for you. So, Cowboy, welcome to the Zoom.
Hey, good to be here. Good to be here.
Well, we're really excited for you to share some thoughts with us. And I know we talked earlier today, and we were chatting a little bit about the event that's coming up and how important events are. But you talk to everybody wherever you go. You're always approaching people, and maybe you can share a little bit about how you do that, or how you start off, or what it is that you're able to do to get their attention about CTFO and the opportunity.
Well, just Friday night, Adam was out to dinner, and Debbie said, "You've been traveling more, and I want to put the Ring cameras up at the house and front porch and barn." And these two guys came over to install, and they was running 2 hours late, and they said, "Man, you're a nice guy. I thought out here in the country I was going to get a whooping." And we started talking. I said, "Hey, it happens. You called me. You told me you were going to be late. I drove a FedEx truck. When they overload you, you can only do so much in 24 hours. So I appreciate the fact that it's 8 o'clock at night and you guys are on my front porch. Now, can you do it in the dark is my second question." So they got them up, and I started talking to them. They said, "Hey, we called you at 7 in the morning in your home and 3 o'clock to update you. What do you do?" And I said, "Man, I am glad you asked." We went in the kitchen. I gave them, I misted them 4 times each, gave them 2 vitamins, a new bottle of water, and a fruit chew. And I said, let me show you a webinar. And I showed him our interview. And the first thing I did was I called Adam for the verification. I said, "Adam, 3 things. Do we have a product nobody has? Have we made a lot of money in this industry? And do we love our time freedom?" He was at dinner. He didn't have to take the call, but he answers the call. Whatever it takes, if you could write that on a dream board, whatever it takes, that's what it takes. And Adam got him on the phone, and he said, "I've known Cowboy for 15 years. They said, "Well, how do we find out about it?" Adam more or less told him, "You don't have to. Just like Cowboy called me, you call Cowboy." And right at that second, the guy says, "Where's the computer? I don't care how you do it. I want in." His buddy was with him. I said, "Now you enroll him." He got in. And they came over to the house to put a Ring camera on the house. If I'm at a restaurant, I will ask the waitress, "Would you like another $5 on your tip?" And of course, I've never heard a no. And I'll say, "You got to make me a promise. And I can see if you've been on there or not." And they said, "What is it?" I said, "I've got a business card, and I would love to have people like you in my business. If you will check it out, I'm going to send you 3 quick videos. I'm going to friend you on Facebook. And remember, this video feedback tells me, did you watch all 3 videos?" They go, "Yeah, we'll do it." Now, I don't know at that point if they want $5 or if they're looking for a business, but I don't care. I'm just putting it out there. I'm just fishing. I give them the card, I give them an extra $5 tip, and you can ask Debbie. By the time I hit the house, Joanne has watched 3 videos. Da da da. So anywhere I go, I want them to know what I do for income, what I do, what I believe in. What do I do? I share natural products and I share time freedom.
I got to tell you something, Cowboy. You brought up something really important, and that is the power of the three-way call. But also, you said do whatever it takes, right? I'm in the middle of dinner, and I see that you call, and you know, if you don't have somebody in tow, I'll say, hey, Cowboy, I'm in the middle of dinner. I'll call you right back. But if you've got somebody and you need me because you're on the fly like that, probably a good idea that I pick up the phone, right? And so the three-way gets done. There was another time I was at dinner. Apparently, I'm at dinner a lot, and I picked up the phone to my family's chagrin, and it was Al Diaz that you had on the line. This was many years ago. Again, very glad I picked up during that meal. Okay, because as you can imagine, our business has exploded because of you and Al and Ted and all that's involved. But sometimes there's a little bit of sacrifice. There's a little bit of unbalance that has to happen. You might have to take a call in the middle of dinner, right? You might have to, talk to everybody, the waitress for a few more minutes while your spouse is like, oh boy, right? Maybe that's what it takes. You got to get a little out of balance, but then you have a lot of balance in your life. So, we've got this great event coming up, and we're very excited. A lot of people are pumped about this. Everybody's wives are coming. It's just going to be a really good time. And I know that events really change people's lives, right? In the very beginning of my career in network marketing, I didn't go to events. I was retailing the product that we were offering, and I was making money doing that. And as a young person, I'm thinking, well, why do I need to spend money on a plane ticket and then a hotel room? And doesn't that all costs money? And I'm not making that much, but I wasn't an entrepreneur at the time, right? I was kind of learning how to be in business, and that it takes money to make money. And then, of course, my enroller famously said to me, the women at these conventions are unbelievable. And I was at the very next one. So there was that. But what I saw there was that there were people just like me that were having a tremendous amount of success. And when I left that very first big event, I doubled down on my network marketing business and decided this is where I was going to make my stand in business, because of the kind of incomes that were being created and the kind of lifestyles that were being created. So it changed me. And I also know, Cowboy, that it changed your life forever as well. Maybe you can share that story.
Well, I actually walked into a little family-owned business and I saw a bottle of product, and being Cowboy, asked what it was, and he said, this fruit has been around for 1,000,000 years. I said, what's it taste like? He popped the product, gave me a sample, and I said, can you make any money? And the old boy had a broom closet, and I heard him shuffle around. This is a true story. And he brings out this big game show check, 4 foot, and it said 33,000 something. And I said, 30 days. He said, yes, sir, 30 days. I said, I'm in. He said, you can't sign up yourself. I said, well, I'll find a way. I'm in. And he said, all right, I'll put you in. I'll come over and talk to you tomorrow. No, I want in now. I saw that check. And Debbie said to me, what made you go nuts? I said, if he can do 33, I can do 55. And that's always been my, that's not boasting. That's like, I want to go after it, right? And anyway, he asked me, he said, there's going to be a doctor like our Dr. Templeton of our product. They had a doctor the same way. And how far are you from North Carolina? I said, 12 miles. He goes, he's going to be there Saturday. Would you like to go? We'll pick you up. Yeah, sure. We hit 12 miles in North Carolina line and we go 4 more. He said, I didn't say how far the doctor was away. I asked how far you are out of North Carolina. And so it was 4 hours up and 4 hours back. And I remember going to 90 people standing up, and Adam, I'm going to tell you, it tore me up. Is there any 1Ks, 2Ks, 3Ks? Well, I just signed up yesterday, so I was 0K, right? And I told Debbie, I said, Debbie, I will promise you the next meeting, we got to stand up. I couldn't stand not standing up. I have the same opportunity as those people that are standing up. So, a long story short, from the moment I came home from that, I got to work. Actually, I started calling people on the way home, and we actually enrolled 2 or 3 on the phone on the way home. They said, Cowboy, if you trust it, we trust it. We've been friends for years. Got home, went to work, and in 15 months, we hit the top 1%. And oh my gosh, blessings, blessings, blessings. It never would have happened. That product was on my kitchen counter. The only thing I knew about it was the taste. I didn't know what it did. I'm not a scientist. I'm not the smartest guy in the world, but I can talk to people. But after hearing the doctor, after seeing the people and chatting with them, what do they do? I come home a new cowboy. I mean, I was ready to go to work, and that was like a regional. That wasn't a big, 10,000 people convention. That was a pocket show, and changed my life. In fact, if I wouldn't have went, I probably wouldn't be on this call right now.
And Cowboy, you made millions of dollars in that company with that product, and obviously it changed your life forever. I knew you back then. I'm glad I kept knowing you, and it's just it's great to see what you've been able to do in your lifetime since I've known you, and I'm just so glad that you you took that 4 hour trip to go to that event. Again, people make these kinds of decisions. They're not easy. They're not convenient always. Getting to an event, say in Orlando, like the one we have coming up, it might take you hopping on a bus or a train or a plane or, sharing a room with somebody to make it work for yourself. But what would it be like for you if you got to an event like that and a light bulb went off, something shifted in you, and you decided, like I decided, like Cowboy decided, like Al decided, and so many others, that their future was going to be as a network marketing professional and be able to enjoy this kind of a lifestyle? Because I got to tell you, it's not always fun, but it's worth it, right? It's not always, sunshine and rainbows, but it's worth it. It's worth it when you align yourself with the right company, with the right people, with the right support, the right organization, and you have the right products and compensation plan. And when you've got all that, and it's really just up to you, right? We all have the same opportunity here. It's just what the difference is. How do you believe? What do you believe about it, right? Cowboy believes in himself. He believes in what he's got his hands on. I believe I can be successful at this, and I believe in what I have my hands on, right? But that's by design. Al, I know that you are somebody that believes in what you can accomplish. You know that great things are about to happen and are already happening for you and your business. And I know Orlando is going to be a tremendous, tremendous event. Maybe you can just share some quick thoughts about, this event coming up and what it could do for people.
Well, if it wasn't for events, I won't be in this industry. I remember me going to the Atlanta Dome back then, and me and my wife were going. She says to me, "We're going to a football game." I go, "No, we're going to a meeting." And when we walked in there, and we saw close to about 50,000 people there, and the guy that really touched my heart back then was a little short guy, stocky guy, multi-billionaire named Dexter Yeager. And he went on stage and he started talking. Let's say 9 o'clock in the morning, it was 4 o'clock in the morning, and he was still going on. And he just touched people's life, and the only thing he talked about was about about dreams. If you don't have a dream, no matter what you're going to do, you're not going to succeed. You have to have a why. You have to have a dream. That was one of the things I learned at these events, that every single person you hear at these events talking it's a why, why they did it, why they decided to make the switch. Their goals were bigger and they were not going to take a no. And, events, it's so important to be to. It's like, you don't know who's going to, one word, just one word from one person can change your life, can just say, okay, if he can do it, I know I can do it. If she can do it, I know I can do it. So that's why events are so critical to me, I think, is the growth of the business. I mean, network marketing is not an easy business. It's a hard business, right? But when you go to these conventions and you see people walking across stage, and you're 60 years old and you see this 14-year-old or 18-year-old guy walking across stage making $20,000 a month, I go, come on, man, I got more talent than that kid, and those little things that spark you up, and you decide, okay, it's time, it's time to do it. And the thing is, the only difference between every single person to walk across stage and every person that's on top is that they left their comfort zone. That's it. It was your comfort zone. They just left their comfort zone and said, okay, enough is enough, and it's time to move on. And that's why I think events are very important. Very important.
Absolutely, Al. Success lies just on the other side of your comfort zone. This is what I have found in my experience. Appreciate you sharing that, Al. And we're looking forward to Orlando. I know a lot of people are fired up about this, and they're coming from all over. They're coming from different countries to be there. So, and there's translation in Espanol. So that should be nice as well for our folks in Mexico that are coming. All right. Well, I want to kind of just wrap up quickly and also see if, Cowboy, if you have anything else you wanted to add, I'd be happy to hear that. But here's what I want to do. Just want to make mention that, Xantho Mist is now available in the UK. And that's big news, right? This has just happened. It's available in a single or a double pack over in the UK. We have a warehouse there, and it's just now been made available for purchase in the entire United Kingdom. So, look, it's a much smaller world than it was once before. Now that we have all the social media and everybody's got friends all over the world, you can reach out and find people that might want to benefit. A lot of testimonies pouring in on Xantho Mist. I posted one today or yesterday on Biz Builders. I just keep adding them to there. And, if you need to copy and paste them and grab them, do that, and share them with people, because you're going to get someone's attention. I believe the one that I just shared was about weight loss, and 40 pounds this gal is down. So check that one out on Biz Builders. Yeah, pretty amazing, right? I mean, people are really losing some great amount of weight.
Also, too, she's gone through personally, and she lost that weight. It was just amazing. It's just, yeah.
Absolutely. See if there's anything else I wanted to cover. Oh, Super Saturday. This past Saturday was amazing. Al did a great job. Was interviewed by Evelyn Monroy, and it was spectacular. Kevin Fournier was on fire. If you did not see that, I did also post the replay on Biz Builders for this past Super Saturday. So anyway, those are some of the highlights, some of the things I wanted to cover. And boy, we're looking forward to seeing a lot of people for the very first time, meeting a lot of friends in Orlando. It's going to be a lot of fun. Cowboy, if you have anything you want to wrap up with, love to have it.
I will do what most won't to have what most don't.
100%. Absolutely.
Very snappy. Very snappy.
Very good. All right, everybody. Hey, appreciate you all being here. Again, this is Adam Levy, Tuesday Night Live. We do it every Tuesday night at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. And of course, the corporate Zoom coming up at 9 o'clock at ctfowebinar.com. Everybody have a great week. Thanks for joining us. Love you all. Bye-bye for now.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Oh, hey, Lori.
Yeah.
before you go, I wanted to hear your testimony and I forgot about that. So go ahead.
Oh,
Well, so basically for me, I was using products before Xantho Mist, Cell UV, which I absolutely love, and shake and vitamins, that I just don't go without. So I was really happy with all that. But then this Xantho Mist came out. That was at first nobody knew what, all these xanthones and nano emulsion stuff. We were like, what's all this? And all I can say is you learn about it, the more excited you get about it, because you can just see where this product's going. But for me, I noticed a change in definitely my skin, and the sleep, like people say. But a big thing with me was I did have a shoulder rotator cuff that used to get taped by I have a friend that's a physical therapist. So she would tape it up for me, gave me exercises to do, which I do. But I have nothing anymore. And it was like, your arms hanging out of your socket. So that's for me is huge. And I did have a weird skin allergy, or doctors didn't know what it was. My ears bothered me terrible, itchy, kind of yucky, but ear, nose, and throat, doctor, years, nobody could figure it out. Creams, lotions, prescriptions, mineral oils, all kinds of oils. But
How long was that going on for?
all of a sudden it's gone now. How long did I have my ear problem?
Yeah.
Oh gosh, 6 years.
well,
And the only thing you did different was add Xantho Mist?
Yep.
That
wow,
is an incredible story.
Yep.
amazing.
Lori, thank you for sharing that. Really appreciate it. And we'll look forward. Keep us posted because we want to hear how things are going for you. And we appreciate you hopping on here.
Okay. Nice to
All
see
right,
you.
everybody.
See you in Florida.
All right, we'll see you there.
See ya.
Bye-bye for now.
Bye.
Bye.